My child, stop what you're doing for a moment. Yes, you. Lean in and hear these words straight from my heart. I am so proud of you. These words are not just for anyone. They are for you. This is your moment, your divine appointment to hear my voice speaking directly into your life. You've been searching for affirmation, for clarity, for hope. This is it. I see you, the real you, and I need you to know that you matter more than you realize. Don't scroll away, don't tune out. This message is the one you've been longing for, even if you didn't realize it until now. You might think, is this really for me? Yes, it is. There are no accidents with me. You're here because I planned this moment before you were even born. So give me a few minutes of your time. Let this be the message that fills the emptiness, heals the wounds, and lights the fire of hope in your heart. I need you to listen carefully to every word, not just with your ears, but with your soul. Don't let doubt or distraction steal this truth from you. This isn't just a message, it's a lifeline. Together, let's walk through this message of love, pride, and purpose that I have crafted just for you. Now, are you ready? Are you ready to receive the love, the affirmation, and the direction you've been waiting for? Stay with me. This is the moment where everything begins to change. My child, let me tell you something you may not hear often enough. I am so proud of you. These words are not empty or casual. They come from the deepest part of my heart, meant to penetrate the doubts, fears, and insecurities you carry. You might think, how can he be proud of me? Doesn't he see my mistakes, my failures, and my shortcomings? Yes, I see them all, and yet my pride in you remains steadfast. Why? Because I don't measure you by the world's standards. I measure you by my love, and my love for you is unconditional. I see the effort you pour into each day, the silent battles you fight, the sacrifices you make, and the moments you choose hope even when despair feels easier. You may feel like no one notices, but I do. I see it all, and I celebrate every small victory, every step forward, and every act of faith. Let my words sink into your heart. I see you, and I am proud of you. I am proud of your courage, even when fear tries to paralyze you. I am proud of your kindness, even when it goes unnoticed. I'm proud of the way you keep going, even when the road is hard. You are my beloved child, and my love for you is unchanging. No mistake you've made can diminish it. No failure can erase it. My pride in you is not tied to what you achieve or how perfect you are. It's rooted in the simple, beautiful truth that you are mine. So today, let go the lies that say you're not enough. Replace them with this truth. You are loved, cherished, and celebrated by me. Walk in that truth, my child, and know that I am so proud of you. I need you to understand something that will transform the way you see yourself. I see you. I see the real you, the parts you try to hide, the struggles you think no one notices, and the silent prayers you whisper when you think no one is listening. I see it all. And not only do I see you, but I also know you, fully and deeply, in ways no one else ever could. When you wake up with a heavy heart, I am there. When you fight battles that feel like they'll never end, I stand beside you. When you cry those tears in secret, I catch every single one of them. Not one tear is wasted. I know the weight you carry, the sacrifices you make, and the dreams you hold close to your heart. Sometimes you wonder if anyone truly understands you, if anyone sees past the masks you wear. Let me tell you, I see you completely. I see the child you were, the person you are now, and the person you are becoming. And I love every part of you. There is nothing hidden from me, and yet, my love for you is unwavering. You might feel invisible in a world that rushes past, but you are never invisible to me. In fact, I've engraved you on the palms of my hands. You are always before me. Every moment of your life matters to me. The joys, the struggles, and everything in between. And here's the truth that will set your heart free. You are never alone. Not for a second. My presence surrounds you like a shield, and my spirit dwells within you. When you feel isolated, remember that I am closer than your very breath. So lift your head, my child. Walk in the assurance that you are fully seen, fully known, and fully loved. You are precious in my sight, and I delight in every step of your journey. My child, hear me clearly. You are not an accident. Your existence is not random or insignificant. Before the foundations of the earth were laid, I knew you. I carefully and intentionally crafted every part of who you are, placing within you a purpose that is uniquely yours. Look at the world around you, the complexity of the heavens, the vastness of the oceans, the intricate design of a single flower. All of creation reflects my creativity and intentionality. And yet, none of it compares to the masterpiece I created in you. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. When I formed you, I didn't make a mistake. Every detail of your being, from the way you think to the dreams you carry, was designed with precision and love. You are not too much and you are not too little. You are exactly as I intended you to be. You might wonder, what is my purpose? How could someone like me have significance? Let me remind you, I created you with gifts, talents, and a heart that no one else possesses. Your purpose is not defined by the standards of this world. It is defined by me. I have called you to make an impact that only you can make. Perhaps life has made you question your worth. Maybe you faced rejection, failure, or comparison, and now you feel like your purpose has been lost. Let me tell you the truth. Nothing can change the value I've placed on you. No setback, no mistake, no person can alter my plans for you. Your purpose is not just about achieving great things. It's about reflecting my love in everything you do. It's about being a light in dark places, a source of hope to those around you. You are my ambassador, carrying my message of love and redemption to the world. So hold your head high, my child. Step boldly into the life I've called you to live. You were made for such a time as this. Trust me to guide your steps, for I have already gone before you, preparing the way. My child, stop striving for a moment and hear this truth. You don't have to earn my love. Let that sink into the depths of your heart. My love for you isn't based on what you do, what you achieve, or how well you perform. It is rooted in who I am and who you are to me, my beloved child. In a world that often tells you that your worth depends on your accomplishments, I tell you the opposite. My love for you is not transactional. It is unconditional. You don't have to prove yourself to me. You don't have to exhaust yourself trying to be perfect. You are already enough, just as you are. When you feel the pressure to perform, remember this. I loved you before you ever took your first breath. I loved you when you were at your best, and I love you when you were at your lowest. There is nothing you can do to make me love you more, and nothing you can do to make me love you less. My love is constant and unwavering. You may have moments where you feel unworthy, when shame whispers lies into your heart. But let me remind you, you are not defined by your mistakes. My grace covers you, and my mercy renews you every morning. You don't need to carry the weight of guilt or the fear of rejection because I have already accepted you. Think of my love like a gift, freely given, not earned. All you need to do is receive it. When you rest in my love, you'll find freedom from striving, from comparison, and from the burden of trying to be enough in the eyes of others. You are already enough in mine. So today, let go of the need to earn my approval. You already have it. Walk in the assurance that you are loved beyond measure, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You are mine, and I am so proud of you. I see the weight you carry. I know the battles you face each day, some so visible and others buried deep within your heart. Hear me clearly. The trials you face are not wasted. Every hardship, every challenge, and every tear has a purpose far greater than you can see right now. Life may try to knock you down, but I have placed within you a resilience that can overcome anything. You are stronger than you realize because my strength is made perfect in you. When you feel weak, remember, you are never facing these challenges alone. I am walking beside you, upholding you with my righteous hand. The obstacles in your path are not there to defeat you, but to refine you. Just as gold is purified in fire, your character is being shaped through every difficulty you endure. These moments of struggle are forging within you a strength, faith, and perseverance that will prepare you for the blessings I have in store. You are being molded into the person I've called you to be. Sometimes, the pain feels overwhelming, and you may wonder if you'll ever see the other side. But trust me when I say this. Every step you take in faith brings you closer to the breakthrough I've prepared for you. You may not see it yet, but I am working all things together for your good. Don't let fear or discouragement convince you to give up. The storms may rage, but they cannot overcome you, for I am your refuge and your strength. Lean into me when the road feels too hard, and I will carry you through. You are more resilient than you know, my child. Every time you rise after a fall, every time you choose hope over despair, and every time you press on despite the challenges, I celebrate your courage. I am so proud of you, and I am using these trials to prepare you for greater things. Keep moving forward. The blessings I have for you are closer than you think. My child, don't stop here. I have so much more to share with you, truths that will strengthen your spirit and bring light to your darkest moments. It would grieve my heart if you turned away now, because every word I'm speaking is meant to draw you closer to my love and purpose for your life. I am not finished speaking to you. Stay with me, for there is a message ahead that your soul needs to hear. There's something I want you to understand deeply. My grace is sufficient for you. When you stumble, when you feel inadequate, or when you think you've fallen too far, my grace is there to lift you up. You don't have to hide your weaknesses from me, for it is in your vulnerability that my power shines the brightest. I see you in the moments when you feel like you failed, when you've spoken out of anger, given into temptation, or let fear stop you in your tracks. Those moments may feel heavy, but they do not define you. Your identity is not rooted in your mistakes. It is rooted in my love for you. My grace covers every misstep, and my mercy renews you every single day. Let me remind you of this truth. You don't have to be perfect for me to love you. I don't ask for perfection. I ask for your heart. When you fall, don't turn away from me in shame. Instead, come closer. Let me show you the depth of my love and the power of my forgiveness. Think about a child learning to walk. They stumble, they fall, but a loving parent doesn't scold them or push them away. Instead, they reach out, encouraging the child to rise again. That's how I am with you. Every time you fall, I am there to lift you, to steady you, and to help you move forward. Your weaknesses are not a barrier to me. They are an invitation for my strength to work through you. In fact, my power is made perfect in weakness. When you lean on me, you'll discover that you are stronger than you ever imagined, not because of what you can do, but because of what I can do in and through you. So don't let shame or fear keep you from my grace. Bring your burdens, your doubts, and your shortcomings to me. I am here to carry them for you. You don't have to face your struggles alone. My grace is your refuge, my love is your foundation, and my strength will sustain you every step of the way. Remember, my child, I am not disappointed in you. I see your effort, your heart, and your desire to grow. I am so proud of you, and I am always here to strengthen and uphold you. I want you to know something that might surprise you. You are a light in the darkness. Even when you feel small or insignificant, your life shines in ways that bring hope to others. I see how you extend kindness when it's hard, how you offer encouragement even when you're struggling, and how you reflect my love to a world that desperately needs it. Every act of compassion, no matter how small it may seem to you, makes a profound difference. When you choose to smile through your pain, when you offer a word of comfort to someone in need, or when you simply show up for those around you, you are reflecting my heart. You are carrying my light into the darkest corners. I know there are times when it feels like your efforts don't matter, like the good you do is overshadowed by the chaos around you. But hear me, nothing you do in love is ever wasted. You are planting seeds of hope and faith, even if you don't see the harvest right away. Think about a single candle in a dark room. Its light may seem small compared to the vastness of the darkness, but it transforms the entire space. That's what you do, my beloved. Your light pierces through despair, bringing warmth, clarity, and peace to those around you. Don't let the darkness discourage you. Remember, I am the source of your light. As you stay close to me, your light will never fade. It will grow stronger, illuminating not only your path, but also the paths of those who are lost or weary. You are my beacon, guiding others to the safety of my love. So keep shining, my child. Even in your struggles, even in your doubts, your light reflects my glory. I see it, and I am so proud of the difference you are making. There's something I need you to understand. Your connection with me is your lifeline. In this noisy, chaotic world, staying close to me is what will bring you peace, direction, and strength. You were not created to navigate life on your own. I designed you to walk with me, hand in hand, through every moment. The moments we spend together in prayer and reflection are precious to me. When you pause to seek my voice, I am right there, ready to speak into your heart. I delight in your presence. You don't need to come to me with perfect words or a perfect life. Just come as you are. I already know what's on your heart, and I long to share in your joys, your sorrows, and your hopes. My word is your guide, a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. When you immerse yourself in it, you'll find clarity for your decisions, comfort for your pain, and wisdom for your journey. Let my promises shape your thoughts and give you confidence to face each day. The more you stay rooted in my word, the stronger you will become. But staying close to me is not just about what you do. It's about the posture of your heart. I want you to trust me, to lean on me, and to let me carry your burdens. When you feel overwhelmed, remember this: you don't have to have all the answers. I do. When you draw near to me, I will draw near to you. In my presence, you will find rest for your soul and joy that surpasses all understanding. Together, we can face anything. I am your refuge, your strength, and your constant companion. Stay close, my beloved. Let my voice be the one you listen to above all others. I am with you, and I am so proud of the way you seek me, even when it's hard. Our relationship is the foundation of everything, and I cherish every moment we share. My child, let me remind you of this unshakable truth: my promises are true and unchanging. In a world filled with uncertainty, you can anchor your life on the foundation of my word. Every promise I have made to you is backed by my faithfulness, and I do not fail. I know that doubt sometimes creeps in. You wonder if I see what you're going through or if I'll come through for you in the way you hoped. But hear me now. I am the God who keeps his word. I am not slow in fulfilling my promises, as some might think. My timing is perfect, and my plans are always for your good. Think about this. The same God who spoke the universe into existence, who parted the seas, and who made a way for my people in the wilderness is the same God who is watching over your life. I have not forgotten you. My promises are not just words on a page. They are living, breathing declarations of my love and commitment to you. When you face challenges and the path seems unclear, hold on to what I have spoken. Let my promises be the light that guides you through the darkness. I promise to never leave you nor forsake you, and I haven't. I promise to give you hope and a future, and I will. I promise that all things work together for good to those who love me, and I am fulfilling that even now. Trusting my promises doesn't mean you won't face storms, but it does mean you will have an anchor to hold onto when the waves come crashing in. You can rest in the assurance that my word does not return void. If I said it, I will do it. So, my child, let go the doubts and fears that weigh you down. Stand firm on the foundation of my truth. Keep believing, keep hoping, and keep trusting. I am faithful, and I will fulfill every promise I have made to you. I know how heavy life can feel at times. The worries of today, the fears of tomorrow, and the pain of yesterday can weigh on your heart. But hear me now. You don't have to carry those burdens alone. I am offering you a gift that the world cannot give, my peace. This peace is not temporary or dependent on circumstances. It's not the fleeting relief that comes from avoiding problems. My peace is deep, unshakable, and everlasting. It is the kind of peace that guards your heart and mind, even in the midst of chaos. When anxiety tries to steal your joy, when fear whispers lies into your heart, I want you to remember that I am here. Bring your worries to me. Lay them at my feet, and let me exchange them for my peace. You were not meant to carry the weight of the world. That's my job. I am your refuge and strength, an ever-present help in times of trouble. Imagine standing in the middle of a raging storm, yet feeling calm and secure because you are sheltered in my arms. That is the kind of peace I offer you. It is not dependent on your ability to control the storm, but on your willingness to trust me through it. Let go of the what-ifs that plague your mind. Surrender the worries that keep you awake at night. When you let my peace fill your heart, you will find the strength to face each day with confidence. You'll discover joy in the midst of trials and rest in the assurance that I am in control. My child, I long for you to live free from fear and anxiety. Let me replace your striving with stillness and your worry with trust. My peace is yours for the taking. Will you embrace it? I see how hard you try to carry life's burdens alone, but I am calling you to release them to me. Please don't stop now. Don't close the door on what I am offering you. I long to give you the peace your heart craves, and my next words will show you how to receive it fully. Turning away now would not only leave you heavy but would sadden me because my desire is to set you free. Let me finish what I've started in your heart. I know the uncertainties of life can feel overwhelming. The future can seem like an unknown, filled with what-ifs and endless possibilities for disappointment. But I need you to hear this. You do not need to fear the future, for I hold it in my hands. The path ahead may not always be clear to you, but it is crystal clear to me. I have already walked before you, preparing the way and removing obstacles you cannot see. I am your guide, your protector, and your provider. Nothing that lies ahead will take me by surprise, and nothing can happen to you outside of my will. Fear thrives on uncertainty, but I offer you certainty. My plans for you are good. I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you hope and a future. Even when life feels chaotic, you can rest in the assurance that my plans are unfolding exactly as they should. When worry tries to steal your peace, remember who I am. I am the creator of the universe, the one who set the stars in place. Yet I am also the one who cares about every detail of your life. There is nothing too big or too small for me to handle. Let me ask you this. What would your life look like if you lived without fear? What could you accomplish if you trusted me completely? You don't have to face the unknown with trembling hands. You can walk boldly into the future, knowing that I am with you every step of the way. So take a deep breath and release your fears to me. You were never meant to carry them. I am your stronghold, your refuge, and your strength. You don't have to be afraid of tomorrow because I am already there. You've been running for so long, chasing after goals, carrying responsibilities, and trying to keep everything together. But hear me, it's time to rest. Rest is not a sign of weakness. It is a gift I have given you, a gift that restores your soul and renews your strength. Come to me when you feel weary and burdened. I will give you rest. Not just physical rest, but rest for your heart and mind. I see how hard you work, how much you give, and how often you push yourself beyond your limits. But I didn't create you to live in a constant state of exhaustion. I created you to thrive, and thriving requires rest. Think about the rhythm of creation. Even I rested on the seventh day, not because I needed to, but to show you the importance of stepping back and being still. Rest is where you find my presence most deeply. It's where you can let go of striving and simply be. When you rest in me, you'll find more than relief. You'll find renewal. Your strength will be restored, your spirit refreshed, and your perspective renewed. You'll discover clarity in the quiet moments and peace in the stillness. Rest is not a pause from life, it is a vital part of living well. Let me carry the burdens that weigh you down. Lay them at my feet and trust me to handle what you cannot. You don't have to have all the answers or solve every problem on your own. I am here to give you the rest your soul longs for. So, my beloved, stop running and come to me. Take my yoke upon you, for it is easy, and my burden is light. In my rest, you will find everything you need to keep going, one step at a time. My child, let me share a truth that will change the way you see yourself. Your weakness is not a liability. It's an opportunity for my power to shine. When you feel inadequate, when your strength seems to fail, and when you think you have nothing left to give, that's where I step in. I never ask you to face life's challenges alone. In fact, I designed you to rely on me. When you feel weak, my strength becomes your strength. Think of it this way. When you are at your lowest, my grace is at its highest. It fills the gaps, lifting you and empowering you to keep going. Do you remember my servant Paul? He faced countless trials, but it was in his weakness that he discovered the fullness of my grace. I told him, and I tell you now, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Your weaknesses are not obstacles to me. They are opportunities for me to show you what I can do. When you lean on me, you'll find strength you didn't know you had. You'll discover resilience that comes not from your own efforts, but from my spirit working within you. You are stronger than you think because I am the source of your strength. So don't be afraid to admit when you're struggling. Don't let pride keep you from asking for my help. Come to me with your burdens, your fears, and your doubts, and let me carry them for you. Together, we can overcome anything. Remember, my child, your weakness is not the end of the story. It's the beginning of my work in you. In your vulnerability, my power is revealed, and my glory shines through. Trust me to turn your weakest moments into your greatest triumphs. Let's pause for a moment and look at how far you've come. Every step you've taken, every challenge you've overcome, and every act of faith you've made is a victory worth celebrating. You may not think they're significant, but I see the beauty in every single one. When you took that first step toward forgiveness, even though it was hard, I rejoiced. When you chose kindness in the face of anger, I smiled. When you pressed on through fear, trusting me to guide you, my heart swelled with pride. These victories, no matter how small they seem to you, are monumental to me. Life is a series of battles, and I see how faithfully you fight them. You may not always win the way you hoped, but every effort you make to walk in faith is a victory in my eyes. You are stronger, braver, and more resilient than you realize. And I celebrate every moment of growth, every act of courage, and every decision to trust me. Remember David. He didn't defeat Goliath with strength or weapons, but with faith in me. That same faith lives in you. With me by your side, every challenge you face is an opportunity for triumph. Take a moment to reflect on the victories you've already achieved. Think of the times you thought you couldn't go on but did. Think of the moments when fear told you to stop, but you chose to move forward anyway. These are the milestones of a life lived with faith and courage. My child, celebrate your victories, no matter how small they seem. Let them remind you of my faithfulness and the strength I've placed within you. You are not defined by your failures. You are defined by your triumphs, and I am so proud of every single one. My child, listen closely. There is no mistake too great, no sin too deep, and no failure too final for my forgiveness. Whatever burdens you carry, whatever guilt weighs on your heart, I want you to know that my grace is greater. Bring your mistakes to me, and I will redeem them. You see, forgiveness is not something you have to earn. It is my gift to you, given freely out of the depths of my love. When you confess your sins, I am faithful and just to forgive you and cleanse you from all unrighteousness. There is no condemnation for those who are in me. You may think, how can I be forgiven for that? But let me remind you, the sacrifice of my Son was more than enough. His blood covers every sin, past, present, and future. There is nothing you've done that I cannot redeem. I do not hold your sins against you. Instead, I offer you a fresh start. Think of the prodigal son who wandered far from his father, squandering everything he'd been given. When he returned home, ashamed and broken, his father didn't reject him. He ran to meet him, embrace him, and restore him to his place in the family. That's how I respond to you. No matter how far you strayed, I am always ready to welcome you back with open arms. So stop carrying the weight of guilt and shame. Bring it to me and let me exchange it for freedom, peace, and joy. You are not defined by your past. You are defined by my love and the redemption I provided for you. My child, forgiveness is not just about letting go of sin. It's about embracing the life I have for you. Step into the fullness of my grace, knowing that you are redeemed, restored, and made whole. You are free, and I am so proud of the courage it takes to walk in that freedom. My beloved, this message is not over. I am speaking to the deepest places in your heart, calling you to live in the freedom and love I've poured out for you. It would grieve me if you walked away now, because what comes next is meant to strengthen you and remind you of how precious you are to me. Stay with me, for the best part is yet to come. Let's pause and reflect on something deeply personal. I am proud of you, not in a distant or conditional way, but in a profound and everlasting way. I see your heart, your efforts, and your journey, and my pride in you overflows. You may not feel worthy of my pride. You might see only your failures, your shortcomings, or the areas where you still have room to grow. But I see the whole picture. I see the progress you've made, the resilience you've shown, and the faith you've held on to even in the hardest moments. You are a reflection of my love, and that fills my heart with joy. Every time you choose kindness over bitterness, I am proud of you. Every time you take a step of faith, Even when you're scared, I celebrate your courage. And every time you come to me with your doubts, your fears, or your questions, I am proud of your honesty and trust. Think about a parent watching their child learn to walk. The child stumbles, falls, and gets back up, and the parent cheers with every step. That's how I feel about you. Your journey is not about perfection. It's about progress, and I see the beauty in every step you take. When you wonder if you're doing enough or if you're enough, let me assure you, you are more than enough. My pride in you isn't based on what you accomplish. It's rooted in who you are, my precious child. So walk forward with confidence, knowing that you are seen, loved, and celebrated by me. I am with you every step of the way, and I am so proud of the person you are becoming. You are my masterpiece, and nothing can change my love or my pride in you. Life can sometimes feel like a journey through an uncharted wilderness, with paths that twist and turn, leaving you unsure of which way to go. But hear me now, you are not walking alone, and you are not walking in darkness. My word is a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. When confusion clouds your mind and uncertainty grips your heart, my word will guide you. It is not just a book of rules or stories. It is alive and active, filled with wisdom, truth, and promises that are meant to direct your steps. Every word I have spoken is for your good, to lead you in the way you should go. Think of a traveler walking through the night with a lamp in hand. The lamp doesn't illuminate the entire journey all at once, but it provides just enough light to take the next step. That's what my word does for you. It may not reveal every detail of the future, but it will always give you what you need for today. Trust me to guide you step by step, moment by moment. There will be times when the world's voices grow loud, tempting you to stray from my path. But when you anchor yourself in my word, you will find clarity amidst the noise. My commands are not burdensome. They are life-giving, offering freedom and direction. The more you immerse yourself in my truth, the brighter your path will become. Let my word be your constant companion, a source of comfort and wisdom. Meditate on it, let it shape your thoughts, and allow it to light your way. When you align your steps with my truth, you'll find peace, purpose, and joy that cannot be shaken. Walk confidently, my child, knowing that I am illuminating your path. You are never lost when you are guided by my word, and I will lead you to the abundant life I have planned for you. Every day you have an opportunity to plant seeds of faith, hope, and love. These seeds may seem small at first, but trust me, they hold the power to transform lives, including your own. Nothing you do in faith is ever wasted. When you offer a kind word, extend forgiveness, or take a step of faith despite your doubts, you are planting seeds that will grow in my perfect time. You may not see the results immediately, but I am the one who waters and nurtures them. Your acts of faith are never in vain because I am the Lord of the harvest. Consider the farmer who plants seeds in the soil. He doesn't see the fruit right away, but he trusts the process. He knows that growth is happening beneath the surface, even when it's unseen. That's what I ask of you, to trust that the seeds you're planting are taking root and will bear fruit in due season. You may think your actions are too small to matter, but let me assure you, they are not. Every prayer you pray, every sacrifice you make, every moment of faith you display, it all matters. These seeds will grow into a legacy that extends far beyond what you can imagine. Sometimes the soil feels hard, and the work feels thankless. But don't give up. Keep planting. Keep believing. I am working in ways you cannot see, and the harvest will come. In due time, you will reap if you do not give up. Trust me, my child, to take the seeds you plant and multiply them. Your faith, even as small as a mustard seed, has the power to move mountains. Keep sowing in faith, and let me take care of the growth. There is a truth I want you to hold on to with every fiber of your being. I am with you in every moment of your journey. There is no step you take that I am not already present for, no path you walk where I have not gone before you. When you feel overwhelmed by the weight of life, remember this: you are never alone. I am by your side in your joy, standing with you in your sorrow, and carrying you in your moments of weakness. My presence is not conditional or fleeting. It is steadfast and eternal. Think about how the wind moves unseen, yet you feel its presence. That's how I am with you. Even when you can't see me, even when you wonder if I'm there, I am closer than your very breath. I promised you that I would never leave you, nor forsake you, and my promises are unchanging. You can rest in the assurance that I am always with you. When you face trials, lean into my presence. When fear tries to take hold, call on my name. I will strengthen you, I will comfort you, and I will remind you of the truth. You are mine, and I will never abandon you. Let me be your constant companion, the one you turn to in every season of life. Whether the road is smooth or rocky, my presence will be your source of peace and strength. Walk forward in confidence, knowing that you are never walking alone. I am by your side, and I am so proud of how far you've come. My child, if you take nothing else from this message, take this: I am so proud of you. You are my beloved, cherished beyond measure, and I see the beauty in every part of your journey. Remember the truths we've shared today. You are seen, known, and loved. You don't have to carry life's burdens alone, and you don't have to fear the future. I am with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and celebrating you every step of the way. You don't have to be perfect for me to love you. You don't have to have all the answers or accomplish everything at once. You simply need to trust me, walk in faith, and allow my love to fill your heart. I delight in you, and I rejoice over every small victory, every act of faith, and every step you take. So as you go forward, carry these truths in your heart. Let them shape the way you see yourself and the way you live. You are more than enough. You are deeply loved, and I am so proud of you. Now, my beloved, take what you've received today and let it inspire you to shine your light even brighter. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Remind them that they too are loved and cherished by me. Together, let's fill this world with hope, faith, and love. Go forth with confidence, my child. I'm always with you, and my love for you will never fail. Amen. If you believe in me, your Heavenly Father, then like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If you believe that God will help you, then subscribe to this channel.